Hello, my name is Miles Emerson, and today we'll be talking about Exxon Mobil. Let's start with the company headquarters. The current headquarters of oil operations for Exxon Mobil are located in Irving, Texas. However, they're in the process of a move. The new headquarters will be located just outside of Houston in a town called Spring, Texas. Exxon Mobil is also in the process of building housing for employees by the new headquarters, where as many as 8,000 employees will live at a certain time. In addition to the headquarters in Texas, the headquarters of marketing and retail operations are located in Fairfax, Virginia. Throughout these headquarters, there are over 99,000 employees that come in and out for day-to-day jobs. Now let's discuss plant locations. Exxon Mobil has plants and offices all over the world. Although there are not offices in every country, it has been stated that Exxon Mobil has a presence in over 200 countries worldwide. Aside from that, there are 37 different refineries in over 21 countries throughout the world. Now let's discuss the products manufactured. The Exxon Mobil Energy Production Department is split into two divisions known as upstream and downstream. The upstream division is the exploration and drilling aspect of the energy production. The upstream department is currently exploring safer ways to produce energy without destroying our Earth's ecosystem. The downstream department is where the products derived from oil and petroleum are refined, distributed, and manufactured. This is the oil we see at the pumps and in the cans at the auto stores. As most of us already know, Exxon Mobil is the leading distributor of petroleum and natural gasoline services. But what you may not know is the many things besides the petroleum manufacturing that Exxon Mobil produces. Exxon Mobil has a chemical division, which is a leading producer in petrochemical and polymer production. Wide ranges of products come from this compound production facility. They range from packaging materials and plastic bottles to automobile bumpers, synthetic rubbers, solvents, and many countless consumer goods.
All right, my name is Andrew Creeks. Now I'll be going over both a brief view and history of the companies on an individual level, as well as prior to the merger, as well as going over the company's main subsidiaries. Just to start out, both Exxon and Mobil were descendants of John D. Rockefeller's corporation, Standard Oil, which was established in 1869. It was the first fossil fuel business to join the industry in the Americas, and it definitely dominated the industry and monopolized it for quite a while, but that all came to a screeching halt in 1911, following a landmark U.S. Supreme Court decision where Standard Oil was broken up into 34 unrelated companies, which included a company named Sasoni, which eventually became known as Mobil, and New Jersey Standard Oil, which eventually became known as Exxon. In 1972, New Jersey Oil Co. officially changed its name to Exxon, and it was the biggest oil producer in the world at that time due to its prior great success. And even at that time, it already owned substantial shares of other oil companies in Texas, Indonesia, East Africa, and New Zealand. Now, in 1999, November 30th, when Exxon Mobil and combined, it became the world's most profitable and dominating force in the fossil fuel industry in the United States. Moving on to subsidiaries. A lot of these are maybe common names that you recognize from production, mainly Exxon Mobil. They both still have individual corporations out there as subsidiaries, so they put out products under those names, as well as Esso, which dominates a lot of the industry in Australia, as well as Mobil One, which is a commonly known name. And XTO Energy was a big purchase for them in 2010, as well as Imperial Oil, Superior Oil Company, Arid Energy, and those were purchased within the last 12 to 16 months.
Hi, my name is Mason. I'm going to be talking a lot about the specs of the company and the industry as a whole. So Exxon Mobil has 13.3 billion barrels in reserves today. They've been growing by buyouts like Drew was talked about earlier, and they bring on $442 billion of revenue just in 2010. They're ranked the second most profitable company, third of Walmart. They have a net income of $45 billion, and revenue has been increasing 18.8% since 2007, mainly because natural gas has been booming. And they produce $5.3 million million barrels per day, which puts them at the highest U.S. oil company. As an industry as a whole, the oil industry has produced 2.6 times the oil since 1970, so it's been increasing significantly. And they currently produce 83.6 million barrels per day, which Exxon will control about 2 to 3% of the industry's production, but 18% of just the United States production. And the industry is projected to increase 50% by 2030 because of the demand of oil and population increases.
My name is Paul, and I will be talking about Exxon Mobil, the competitors, dividends, and the advertisements for this company. So first off is the main competitors. For this company, they have the top four are BP Incorporated, we have Chevron, ConocoPhillips, and Shell, which are the main competitors. Moving on to the dividends report, ExxonMobil's dividends payments to shareholders have grown at an average annual rate of 6% over the last 30 years. The symbol for the stock exchange is XOM, and they are on the New York Stock Exchange. As you can see, over the fourth quarter in 2012, they have gone up 57 cents for each dividend. This is great because it's definitely increasing for the shareholders and making everyone happy that there's more money coming in. For today's stock, it is at $91.60, and today it is up 43 cents. Lastly, I'll be talking about the advertisements for ExxonMobil. There are tons of them out there at the moment. There's a lot of television commercials, news articles, magazines, internet. They're all over the internet, especially about this new dividends and how high it is, along with a lot of billboards out there. So this has been a presentation on ExxonMobil. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.